Good afternoon. I'm Mason Alford, Program Manager for the State Small Business Credit Initiative at the Florida Department of Economic Opportunity. Thank you for joining us today to learn more about Florida's State Small Business Credit Initiative, better known as SSBCI. DEO is proud to partner with Florida Makes to maximize the impact of Florida's growing manufacturing industry and support Florida small businesses. I'd like to thank Zoraida Velasco, Executive Vice President of Florida Makes, for joining us today. DEO Acting Secretary Ivy and Enterprise Florida Secretary of Commerce Lori Davila could not join us today in person, but they have provided videos. Here's a welcome from Acting Secretary Ivy.
Hello, and thank you for joining us today to learn more about the State Small Business Credit Initiative, also known as SSBCI. I'm Meredith Ivy, Acting Secretary of the Florida Department of Economic Opportunity. At DEO, our mission is to champion Governor Ron DeSantis's economic development vision for the state, and we know Florida's small businesses are central to our state's economic prosperity. Over the coming years, the state of Florida is poised to receive $488 million in funding through the SSBCI program, and we are excited to share that the first tranche of $142 million is now available to small businesses and startups statewide. Along with our partner Enterprise Florida, DEO administers 5 programs through SSBCI to serve small businesses that may not otherwise have access to the capital needed to grow, including very small businesses and sole proprietors. Funding is also focused on supporting minority-owned, women-owned, veteran-owned, rural, and very small businesses across the state. And here's our call to action to you today. If you are a qualified lender, please consider participating in this powerful program so small businesses in your area can apply through your organization. If you are a small business owner or entrepreneur, we encourage you to learn how you can apply and find a participating lender and/or organization in your community. Funding may be used for startup costs, business procurement, franchise fees, equipment inventory, and the purchase, construction, renovation, or tenant improvements of an eligible place of business. We hope that today's informational webinar will benefit you, your business, and all of Florida. Thank you for joining.
And now we have a video from Secretary Davila.
Hi everyone, this is Laura Davila. I'm the Secretary of Commerce and President and CEO of Enterprise Florida. Happy to be with you all here today as we talk about the SSBCI program. Biggest misconception that many have about Enterprise Florida and our friends at DEO is that we do not deal with the small businesses, and that's quite the contrary. This program is one of those many programs that we have that help small businesses. So I appreciate you all being here today and listening in, learning more. I offer you to take advantage of these programs and certainly want to let you all know that we, our team, along with the DEO team and many others, throughout the state, are here to help you and support you. So enjoy today's session. Please know that we are on your side and we look forward to seeing your success. Enjoy the seminar.
Now I'd like to introduce Executive Vice President of Florida Makes, Zoraida Velasco.
I guess it would help if I turn on my microphone. Good afternoon. Thank you and welcome you to this wonderful webinar. Thank you for being here. As it was said, my name is Zoraida Velasco. I serve as Executive Vice President at Florida Makes. We're excited to be partnering with the Florida Department of Economic Opportunity, with Enterprise Florida, and all of our economic development partners across the state for this webinar, in particular with all of our regional manufacturers associations and their partners in their regions. Making resources like the State Small Business Credit Initiative well known throughout our network is critical to the work that we do. Florida Makes manages the Manufacturing Extension Partnership Program for the U.S. Department of Commerce. In Florida, there's a center like ours in every state of the union and in Puerto Rico. 80% of Florida's 24,000 manufacturing establishments have 20 or less employees. So this makes the majority of the businesses that we serve small businesses. We deliver business growth, talent development, and technology adoption services to manufacturers across the state. We do this to make sure that we're increasing productivity and technological performance of manufacturing in Florida. And we deliver those services through regional manufacturing associations across the state. You can see the location of these associations on this slide. That will be transitioning, there we go. And our corresponding team member assigned to each region. I see we had I think there's over 250 people on the webinar right now, so I'm excited to see participation. I'd love to hear if you're in this chat and you are a manufacturer or you are a regional manufacturer association, that you let us know your affiliation or what manufacturing company you work for in Florida. Those of you who are manufacturers, I would encourage you to reach out to the business advisor assigned to your region listed here for more information on how we can assist your business. I believe we also have most of the regional associations represented here, so you can probably also connect with them through the chat or by visiting our website at floridamakes.com. The business advisor and regional association team can help you navigate through resources like the one we're going to learn more about today so that your business grows and thrives in Florida. So we're excited that you're here. We appreciate you spending the time to learn more about this resource, and we're ready and able to help small manufacturers in Florida to make sure that they take advantage of this program. So thank you, DO, thank you, Enterprise Florida, for the opportunity and the partnership in this.
Thank you, Vice President Velasco, and thank you all again for joining us. Let's get started. To kick it off, what is SSBCI? SSBCI stands for the State Small Business Credit Initiative. It is a federal program overseen by the U.S. Department of Treasury. As I mentioned earlier, through the Department of Treasury, Florida has been allocated $488 million for 5 lending and capital programs that support small business owners who wish to create or expand their businesses. Financial institutions and investors apply to utilize SSBCI funding on behalf of small business owners. SSBCI can be a very powerful tool for the business owner, lender, or investor to drive growth and create jobs that support families. SSBCI funds are available for businesses of all shapes and sizes, and portions of the funding will be targeted to support minority-owned, women-owned, veteran-owned, rural, and very small businesses across the state. The total amount of $488 million has been divided into 3 parts to make sure all types of eligible businesses can be helped. $300 million has been allocated for any eligible small business, including businesses owned by socially and economically disadvantaged individuals and very small businesses. $23.9 million is available for very small businesses. $107 million for businesses owned by socially and economically disadvantaged individuals, or SETI-owned, with an additional $57 million to be allocated for SETI-owned businesses once certain parameters have been met. In the upcoming slides, we will explain what SSBCI can do for small businesses, which small businesses are eligible, how lenders can get involved with SSBCI, and give an overview of the 5 programs available through DEO's SSBCI program. How can SSBCI help your small business? SSBCI funds can be used for any business purpose, including business procurement, startup costs, and working capital, franchise fees, equipment, inventory, the purchase, construction, renovation, or tenant improvements of an eligible place of business that is not for passive real estate investment purposes. The SSBCI can help your business if you need credit, but your business doesn't have much collateral, your business hasn't been around for very long, your business is in a rural area, or your business is very small. For a business to be eligible to participate in SSBCI programs, they must be based in Florida and have 750 employees or less. Corporations, partnerships, sole proprietors, independent contractors, nonprofits, cooperatives, minority-owned businesses, women-owned businesses, veteran-owned businesses, businesses in rural areas, and very small businesses. So what constitutes a minority, woman, or veteran-owned business? Guidance for these definitions comes from the U.S. Department of Treasury. According to SSBCI regulations, a minority, woman, or veteran-owned or controlled business is a business that is at least 51% minority, woman, or veteran-owned, or a minority individual, a woman, or a veteran controls the business. A minority-owned business is a business owned by someone who identifies as American Indian or Alaska Native, Asian American, Black or African American, Native Hawaiian or other Pacific Islander, Hispanic or Latino, or one or more of these groups. More information on these terms can be found at U.S. Treasury's website. What are SETI-owned businesses? The term SETI means socially and economically disadvantaged individual. Based on SSBCI regulations and guidance, SETI individuals are people due to their connection to minority social groups who have not had access to credit on the same terms as others who are in the same economic circumstances. Additionally, SETI-owned businesses also include small businesses that certify it is owned or controlled by someone who resides in a community development financial institution investment area, or it is a business that is located or operates in a community development financial institution investment area. What is a community development financial institution investment area? For the sake of this presentation, we will shorten that to CDFI. According to federal regulations, CDFI investment areas are geographic areas that are generally low income, high poverty areas that do not receive sufficient access to capital or support for the needs of small businesses, including minority-owned businesses. These areas are determined by the latest information published by the U.S. Bureau of the Census. You can find a map of the CDFI investment areas on our website. What is a very small business? Very small businesses are defined as those with fewer than 10 employees and can include one-person shops like independent contractors and sole proprietors. So don't be discouraged if you think that since it's just you working for your business, you would not be eligible. The SSBCI program is here to help. Lenders of all sizes can participate in SSBCI. Whether you are a bank, credit union, certified development company, which is a nonprofit organization that promotes economic development and are certified and regulated by the Small Business Administration, or community development financial institutions that serve populations and businesses in underserved markets. No matter the size, your lender can participate. If you are a business owner who already has a relationship with your local financial institution, they can participate in this program as well. Speak to your bank about this program, and we can work directly with them to figure out what program works best for your business. If you are a lender and want to participate in SSBCI, call this number, 1-888-357-5053, or you can email this address, ssbci@deo.myflorida.com. Or you can go to our website at floridajobs.org/Florida SSBCI. Once again, it is important to note that business owners do not apply directly for SSBCI funding. Owners and investors can work through their financial institutions to determine which program is best for their business. The 5 programs that are available are the Capital Access Program, Loan Participation Program, Loan Guarantee Program, Collateral Support Program, and the Venture Capital Program. We will give an overview of these programs in the next 3 slides. The Capital Access Program is a portfolio insurance program that enables small businesses to obtain credit to help them grow and expand their businesses. It can also be described as a reserve fund to offset loan losses. What does this mean? A lender makes a loan to a borrower. The lender and borrower make a contribution into the reserve fund. DEO matches the combined contribution in SSBCI funds. More loans means greater protection against the risk of loss. The reserve fund is available to cover any losses on enrolled loans. There are 3 loan programs through SSBCI. Loan participation. SSBCI funds are used alongside funds from the lending institution to support a loan to a borrower. The SSBCI funds may be used as a companion loan, or the funds may purchase a portion of the loan made by the private lender. In the Loan Guarantee Program, it provides a lender with the security in the form of a partial guarantee so that the lender can approve a loan or line of credit for the business owner. Collateral support. This program assists lending institutions by enhancing collateral coverage of individual loans. For example, the 504 bridge loan, which provides a lender with short-term capital to bridge the gap between loan closing and the permanent takeout of the second mortgage by the Small Business Administration, making funds available to the lender to ensure that the borrower can obtain credit. The Equity Capital Program provides direct investments for Florida startups and early stage businesses with high growth potential or the possibility to generate high return. It provides access to capital in the form of equity investments and convertible debt. SSBCI funds can be used for transactions up to $20 million in a single round. Now it's time for questions and answers. If you'd like to ask a question, please enter it into the chat and give us time to review before we go over the answers.
Okay, our first question is, will a copy of the presentation be sent out electronically following this meeting?
Yes, we will be sending a copy of this presentation to those that registered for the webinar.
Okay. Another question we have is, can you repeat the list of participating lenders?
Sure. The current participating lenders that have shown interest and are participating in SSBCI right now are SunWest Bank, Miami Bayside Foundation, Financial Access Federal Credit Union, Locality Bank, Axion Opportunity Fund, and Marine Bank and Trust. There are a lot more participating or interested lenders that are coming on board, We're going to be updating our website soon to have a list of participating lenders available there. You can access that at floridajobs.org/Florida SSBCI.
Okay, one more question is, how is a small business defined for this program?
So again, this is a U.S. Department of Treasury federally administered program. We abide by those federal rules and regulations. According to U.S. Treasury, again, these programs are available for small businesses anywhere from a sole proprietor to those that employ 750 or fewer employees.
Okay. Another question, is there a credit repair aspect to this program?
That's a good question. Again, this program is available for commercial lenders that assist small businesses, and it provides credit enhancement and risk mitigation to those lenders that wish to extend those products, right? So if you're able to obtain credit and you're able to repay that loan, then again, that will repair your credit ultimately. But that is not a programmatic requirement of this program.
Okay. Another question, can you please repeat the 5 loan types in the SSBCI program?
Sure. The 5 approved programs are the Florida Capital Access Program, the Loan Participation Program, the Loan Guarantee Program, the Collateral Support Program, which also includes the 504 Bridge Loan, as well as our Venture Capital Program.
Okay. One more question. Will the lender recommend a specific program, or does the business have to request a loan from a specific program?
It's most important that you go and you discuss your credit needs with a local lender in your area. The lenders, again, that are participating are familiar with the programs that are available, and they can work with us to determine which one is best for you. The most important part of that is going and speaking with a local lender in your area about your credit needs. That's all the time we have for today. If we did not get to your question, please email us at ssbci@deo.myflorida.com, or feel free to call us at 1-888-357-5053. Thank you again for joining us.